Columbia, Columbia, Columbia.
The election is still about 7 months away. Hindman says he announced his decision not to run early, so those considering a run would have more time to think about it and plan. In this week's commentary, Jason Rosenbaum looks at the mayor's role in Columbia and what type of person he says may be contemplating a run for Hindman's seat.
There seems to be three certainties in this town: the deliciousness of Shakespeare's pizza, the awesomeness of Eastside Tavern's collection of Kiss memorabilia, and Darwin Hindman. But one of those supposed sure things is about to come to an end. Hindman, an attorney who has served as mayor of Columbia since the 1990s, announced that he would not run for another term next year. This means that a new mayor will represent Columbia for the first time in what seems like a generation. While Hindman's claim to fame was boosting the city's system of parks and trails, he's also something of a symbolic ambassador for the city. He became so synonymous with Columbia that a bobblehead doll was created in his honor. But Hindman's ambassador status underscores some structural realities of being mayor of Columbia. In essence, the office is an at-large city council member that has little executive authority. And unlike other major cities in the Show Me State, the mayor of Columbia receives no compensation whatsoever. That's also true of the 6 city council members, who serve essentially as volunteers. The configuration of Columbia's city council system is a debate older than time itself. There seems to be good arguments about keeping the system static and shaking things up. Having a volunteer system erases the need for a professional political class vying for office. In other Missouri cities, city council and mayor candidates tend to come from inside the political realm. A Kansas City-based state representative termed out of the General Assembly, for example, may run for a spot on the local city council. And somebody in county government may decide to move on up in the political pecking order with a candidacy for mayor in a major city. In Columbia, the people that tend to run for city offices are either retired or have full-time jobs. It's unlikely that a politician elected to state or county government would forfeit an existing office for a spot on city government. That reality might be comforting to some. The lack of that aforementioned professional political class opens the door for regular folks to participate in city government. But the current structure does have oft-stated shortcomings. Being on the city council or being mayor requires an enormous time commitment. And without some sort of compensation, there's a strong possibility for burnout and a disincentive for potentially qualified individuals to run. The mayor's lack of executive heft also tends to provide power to an unelected city manager. To be sure, the current scheme isn't likely to change before next year's election cycle, but the composition and the compensation of those elected to city government is sure to be a pertinent issue in the race to replace a city standard bearer.
Morning.
I'm Jason.
Morning. Columbia, Missouri.
And that'll do it for this week's Talking Politics. Remember, podcasts of this show and all of our shows are available at KBIA.org. Thanks for listening. I'm Sarah Whitmire.
Columbia, Missouri. It's the town for rearing children.